What's up, guys? We are here in small town Flanagan, Illinois, visiting a very good friend of ours, John Wargo, the owner of the custom shop. We have brought him some lights for his SEMA build this year, which is going to make the 73rd car that he has built for SEMA. We're going to meet him, check out the shop a little bit, go over some of the things he's doing on the build. So come in and meet our friend, John Wargo. So I'm here with John Wargo, the owner of the custom shop, and the word custom gets thrown around a whole lot in our field, but this shop is a little bit different. Custom gets taken a little bit further here at your shop. So tell the people, a little bit about you and what do you do here at the custom shop?
Sure. So I actually opened up this shop in 1988, believe it or not. That's a long time ago. But just a hope and a dream, wanting to build cool cars. And this is an old Dodge dealership that I purchased in my town, and I just blossomed it into the custom shop that you see today. Some people think that our stuff is a little too out there, but that's all right. I'm okay with that. Yeah. We build our stuff for our particular customers, and they like what we do. That's why they come here. Right.
Yeah. And kind of like you said, obviously the way that people build vehicles have changed so much from back in the 80s, 90s. I mean, every few years things are changing, new things are coming out, and something kind of interesting spot that you guys are put in is, you're still working on the old cars, and something that, your builds are very obvious that you're taking the old cars and you're putting the new technology in it, kind of where our partnership, XKGLOW comes in with that new technology. But that's something that you guys are super unique to, but you still keep it, dated, like not dated, but it still looks old. It still looks true to the year of the car that it was, but you're adding, subtle hints here and there in those cars. And
well, we joke around here about, the old glass neon 2s. Dude, I put a lot of them on back in the day, yeah, okay. And then you'd put one on next week because it got broke, right. Well, that's where, we love the XKGLOW stuff because, we put it on and it's there for years. The ingenuity, technology that you guys have put into it and learned from all of those mistakes back in the day, right. That we can integrate them into a car so much, I guess, seamless, where you don't even know that it's there. We've talked a little about this, trying to make it look like it doesn't have it until you turn it on. Right. And that's one of the things that, everybody in this industry, everybody wants that car that everybody wants to go look at. So how do you make your car stand out, compared to the thousands of other cars that are out there? And one of those things is, the XKGLOW or custom paint job or set of wheels and tires. I mean, they really kind of all go hand in hand.
Yeah. And I know we're gonna go out and take a look at the build that you're working on currently and kind of get more into like how you're integrating our lights into it. And obviously I've seen what you guys do, but give a little bit of, whenever you get a car from your customer, like average condition or what kind of car. I know you talked about, the lighting, the wheels and tires and all of that, but a lot of people build cars, but you guys, you are building the car from the ground up. So give just, I know you could talk for 20 minutes about this, but right. A brief like condition and when you get the car and then what you're building it, kind of leading up towards like a SEMA build.
So, yeah, I mean, some of these cars come in pretty good shape. Some of them come in horrible shape. A lot of rust repair. We take them down to the bare metal, like the Buick we're working on. It's got just tons of metal work that's all hand fabricated to make it what our vision is for it to be. So, it kind of depends on the build, but ultimately, we start with the sheet metal work, figure out if we're doing a chassis or not, what suspension, then it goes into, okay, what color is it gonna be, then the upholstery.
And obviously we're sitting here and there is a ton of history in this room, so I'm super excited to go out and take a look at the Chevelle. But before we get out there, what is one car, is there one car or one build that just truly stands out in your mind that you've done over all these years through all the posters and the trophies and catalog pages? I know it's probably a hard question or a loaded one.
It's tough because, there's so many of them that have certain attributes that are so much cooler than others. But I guess probably if I would have to say my Sod Camaro, which is a 68 Camaro all-wheel drive, wide-bodied on-air ride. It's a pro-charged 800 horsepower. So just because it's my car and I built it my way and the way I wanted it. Yeah. So that I'd say that's probably my favorite of all of them.
Sweet. Well, I think we go take a look at the Chevelle and kind of see where you're going with it.
You bet.
Sweet. So I know you said this was a Dodge dealership, but as we come back here, tell us a little bit more about that story. 'Cause I know I've heard it, but I want people to hear about it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was very fortunate to start tinkering with this kind of stuff in my dad's garage, when I was in high school. I've been fortunate enough to get paid to play with cars for all these years.
Yeah, that's awesome. So that was right after high school then?
Right out of high school, yeah.
Man, that's awesome. You've been doing it for a time or two, which I know you've obviously told me, but
yeah.
Like you just said, you've been doing it for a long time. So this one you built how long ago?
30 years ago we did
30
this
years
car.
ago you built this car. And it still looks like it just rolled off of the showroom floor.
It does. I mean, you know, it's a testament to, you know, doing a good job, doing it right, using the right products, the right prep, things like that. Obviously, the customer still has to take care of it.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you know, it takes doing the job right the first time, you know, to make them look like this after all these years, for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so what do we got sitting back here looking really nice?
So this is the 1970 Chevelle that we're bringing to SEMA. The name of this car is going to be Arctic Torque.
Okay.
So it is a roadster shop chassis, 572 Pro Charge big block, 850-ish horsepower. Could probably do more than that, no problem, but it's going to be a street car, so we don't really need much more than that.
That's fair.
But yeah, so we've done a bunch of body mods on this. We made some custom ground effects. So obviously we're going to put some cool XKGLOW underneath the bottom. You know how I like to do it.
Yeah.
We try to integrate them so that you can't even see them until they're on. You know, that's a big thing that I like. You know, I like that glowing effect, not the light look.
Yep.
And ultimately, when you're doing these kind of builds, that's what the customer wants too. You know, I kind of look at it like a high-end home.
Yeah.
You know, like you see a lot of high-end homes that have really cool lighting and, you know, lights on their bushes and on their sidewalks and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's kind of what these are. You know, I mean, these are like a high-end version of, you know, the average guy's Chevelle.
Yeah.
You know, we want to take it to the next level. And that's where, you know, those kind of things, to me, you know, the right lighting, the right wheels and tires, you know, the right stance, you know, all those kind of things are just little tidbits of the recipe for the big package.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, John. And I know we've brought some fiber optic that's going to be going on this, some of our brand new Ultra kits. So don't want to get too far into it. Don't want to spoil all the surprises because we'll be seeing this thing here in a few short months. So on that note, I know you're super busy, got a lot of work to do because this is not your only build. You've got another one heading out back there. So
that's right.
I just want to thank you for having us out and all the good work that you do. And
absolutely.
Be seeing you here in a few months at SEMA.
I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you, John.
Thank you.